Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's so good to be back, guys. I know it's been quite some time, and if you guys did not watch my last video, I kind of talked about what was going to happen to my channel, so if you're kind of wondering where I've been, you can go look at that video. I don't want to talk too much about it, but right now I kind of just want to jump into my Halo 5 impressions, and something that I think is kind of unique about this is that I have purposely kind of been straying away from other people's Halo 5 videos because I did not want that to affect mine. So to provide an example, a YouTuber I used to watch, he made this comment that a lot of the negativity surrounding a lot of games, not just video games or anything really, people are not aware of unless they see it on the internet. So at that time he was talking about Halo Reach, and he just said to try to keep in mind that sometimes it's better just not to watch videos involving negativity, just because you might not notice these things until you watch them. So I've kind of just been keeping away from them, and so here are my opinions about Halo 5. So just keep in mind, a lot of these things aren't necessarily positive or negative. They're just kind of indifferent things I noticed about the game. Overall, I do like the game. I think it's a fun game. I'm gonna be playing a lot of it probably throughout the whole life cycle. So first thing, Team Shot is crazy powerful, if not more powerful than in Halo 4. So you just gotta keep in mind your 2v1s and 3v2s and whatnot, and just try to switch off with your teammates so you don't get shredded to pieces, because you die quick in this game. A lot of over sprinting, kind of same as in Halo 4. Just, you know, as you can see on the game plan screen, I don't know if it's really the right choice because I haven't watched a whole ton of videos, but I try not to sprint unless I really know where I'm going is clear. Third thing is that for me personally, I have not used a lot of the new abilities involving the ground pound, the sprint and crouch thing where you slide, and the Spartan charge. And speaking of the Spartan charge, I think that's a bit questionable. I guess if I could have one complaint, which this is very minor, I feel like the Spartan charge is a similar mechanic to almost an overcompensated double melee to an extent. You know, if you're sprinting, you should get punished for over sprinting into a fight, but instead, a lot of people are sprinting into a fight, they're caught off guard, they do the Spartan charge, they get the one shot, they back off and get the headshot. So I feel like the Spartan charge might, maybe, I don't know, need a buff some sort, but it's not huge. I can live with it. Also, I do like the pistol assault rifle starts. The pistol is definitely a very precision weapon, and it takes a lot of practice to be efficient with it, but I think that's good because then a player that plays a lot of the game can definitely be rewarded for being efficient with the pistol. And I know the AR is definitely really powerful, and I've used it a lot more than I would like to admit, but I feel like that's part of the game, especially for players that do not have a ton of experience yet. Last couple of thoughts here. Warzone, I do think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a new game type that can add on to the Halo franchise, and I definitely think they should keep it throughout the life cycle and put in Halo 6, or well, they're not going to be using numbers in the next titles, or that's what they claim. But I do like Warzone. It's very fun, like I said, but it's not the same as BTB, so I definitely think they should keep them separate, which they have. So far, I really do not have that many complaints. I like the whole system. I like the rec points, all that stuff. I think it's good. It's going to bring more players into the game, bring more casual players around, which I can't complain about it. Everyone wants a bigger player base. But it's really good to be back, guys. I go back to school in a couple weeks, so I want to try to pump out a couple more videos. I don't want to make any promises or set any expectations, but I would like to, of course. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of Halo 5? Like I said, I've been playing the game for a couple weeks now. I played it once. I played the night of release, and I played a bit during school, but once the semester ended, I've really been playing it non-stop. So tell me what you guys think of it, and if you guys see me on, don't be afraid to invite me to the game. I just actually got my mic fixed so we can all play, and good to be back, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.